Welcome to our channel. Stay tuned to our channel for sports and entertainment news all the time. Please subscribe the channel. 2025 Michigan Miss Basketball. Meet the 5 finalists. Doreen Ingalls doesn't take her obligation casually. Quite the contrary. She thinks of her job as chairperson of the McCabe Miss Basketball Award as something of an assignment from Mission Impossible. She isn't far off. Start the day smarter. Get all the news you need in your inbox each morning. Each year, her task is to find a way to narrow the list of Miss Basketball possibilities to a workable number for the ballot. This is the 44th year for the award, given annually to the top senior in the state by the Basketball Coaches Association and the Detroit Free Press. It has evolved into the most prestigious award a high school female in Michigan can attain. This year, there are 5 finalists: Colleena Bryant of Wayne, Olivia Flynn of Harbor Springs, Johnson Musah of Detroit Edison, Rockford's Anna Wypych, and Tecumseh's Alli Zajac. Ingalls' undertaking is so daunting because there are about 705 schools that play basketball, which means there are at least 8,400 girls that play varsity basketball. You can narrow that number down to about 5,000 in those who are seniors, but it is still a whole lot of players competing for the award. Once the season begins, Ingalls is in contact with coaches from all parts of the state, who share their views of players in their areas. That is where Ingalls begins compiling a list of possible candidates. We began with a large list of different tiers of players, Ingalls said. There were well over 60 kids that were considered, and that was reduced down to 20, and that was reduced to 5. Last year's finalists, 2024 Michigan Miss Basketball. Meet the 5 finalists. Those numbers are not set in stone each year. A year ago, there were also 5 finalists, but there have been years when there were only 4 finalists and some years when there were 6. Those are arbitrary numbers, she said. It all depends on where that cut line ends up being. Each year, a natural cut line emerges that separates the finalists from those just a bit behind. There is a difference between being a Miss Basketball candidate and being an All-State candidate. There are some very high-quality players, and we've got a great list of final candidates, Ingalls said. They've come from highly successful teams, and they're the top players of their teams. These kids were the cream of the crop. Once the field was narrowed to 20 candidates, Ingalls contacted the coaches on her committee and asked them vote for their top 5 players. It was a great job done by the committee, Ingalls said. It's a well-rounded committee from various parts of the state, and these coaches have played against and seen many of these young ladies play. I felt we had good coverage this year again. Voting will be conducted from March 5 to 9, and only BCAM members are permitted to vote. The Miss Basketball presentation will be March 17 at 1 p.m. at the Free Press. Here is an alphabetical look at the finalists. Colleena Bryant, Wayne Vitals, 5'7" guard. College, Drexel. Averages, 18.4 points, 8.1 assists, 6.2 rebounds. Biggest area of improvement, shooting off screens. Best move, uses an in-and-out hesitation move to get to the basket. Favorite athlete, Skylar Diggins-Smith. Top opponent, Johnson Musah, Detroit Edison. Favorite book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid series by Jeff Kinney. When my basketball career is finished, I will be an athletic trainer. Overview. She is an old-fashioned pass-first point guard, but she has always been capable of getting to the basket and scoring. She made her mark as a freshman when she started and helped Wayne reach the D1 semifinals. She competes hard night in and night out and plays with poise in the biggest games. She had 14 points with 9 assists in engineering an upset of 1 Belleville. Olivia Flynn, Harbor Springs, Vitals, 5'8", guard. College, Western Michigan. Averages, 25.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 4.2 steals. Biggest area of improvement, defense. Best move, step back 3-point shot. Favorite athlete, Caitlin Clark. Top opponent, Kendall Stanfest, Elk Rapids, Michigan Tech. Favorite book, One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. When my basketball career is finished, I will become a successful businesswoman. Overview, the leading scorer and best player in school history. Her presence has completely changed the complexion of the program. Once a doormat of the league, Harbor Springs has evolved into the best program in the league. She has scored over 2,000 career points, and she accomplishes it from the perimeter as well as inside. She is able to isolate a defender and use a spinning up and under move to score in the paint, and she has a vicious jump shot. Isis Johnson Musah, Detroit Edison.